welcome back to my channel. This video is not going to be about hair care or anything. It's going to be about everything that's been going on this week that has weighed really heavy on my heart. And so talk a little bit about what's going on, the protests, and moving forward, what is needed. So yeah, stay tuned if you guys want to hear what I have to say. Also, if you guys want to stay up to date with everything that I post, make sure you subscribe, hit the alert button so that you guys are aware of any other posts that may come to fruition. So thank you. It's been a really tough week for me. I didn't feel like creating a video based on, the type of content that my YouTube channel shelves out. So my spirits have been really down, as you can imagine. And it's weird because sometimes you don't really know what to feel because it's so overwhelming. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel numb. I feel numb and angry at the same time, and sad at the same time, and exhausted all at the same time. It's just so emotionally exhausting, and this has led me to write or do a video about everything that's happened so far, some helpful tips along with what's been going on in terms of the protests, and just a little bit of my opinion on everything. So who's to say that I'm gonna post another hair care video on my next day of uploading? I have no idea, so I'm gonna just do what feels right. I can't sweep it under the rug. I can't ignore it as if this big cloud and this huge elephant that is just on my back is not there. I've spent a lot of the days this week kind of just walking around in a really quiet space, and social media, of course, has been shelving out so much information, and that can get extremely overwhelming. So there are days when I have to just, you know what, I can't do the social media right now, or maybe I'll look at a few things and then I'm like, you know what, I can't, this is really a lot, it's too much. And so I do away with it. And we have to catch ourselves when we start to feel that come up. Give yourself some space from everything that's happening, because social media can be very toxic, and it can be very helpful as well. So there's a balance, and it's up to you ultimately to figure out what it is you want from it. But just protect yourself, protect your mind, your spirit, because emotions are running rampant right now, and it's been hard to manage, to say the least. So it's weird though, because although I'm out here, I'm not in New York, I'm not in LA, I'm not in Florida or anything like that where, protests are going on. I feel so far removed from it because I'm not there to put my body at work. And I'm not gonna lie, I resent myself for it sometimes because I want to be there. And I guess you don't need to be there physically in order to get something done, which is what I had to realize, that you don't need to be there. And especially because we have a pandemic going on as well. We have two pandemics going on. We have the COVID-19, of course, and then we have the pandemic of all our Black and brown people being killed basically on a day-to-day basis because of police brutality and white supremacists. And so sometimes I do get upset because I'm not there and I can't really be there physically, but I just have to remind myself that there are things that I can do to contribute. There is knowledge that I can share. There are words of encouragement that I can share. I can talk to my family and friends and make sure that they're okay and make sure that they're safe and they're doing what they need to do. So yeah, that's been my thing, trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm not there, that I'm away from this stuff and I'm not physically there. But It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt any less, because it does. I wrote a lot of stuff down just to like keep my head from wandering. So I may wonder, but just be patient with me. I think it's important for us to move with this energy that is purposeful. And we can't be empty-handed with the things that are going on right now. We can't just do stuff because we have all this other stuff going on so that it can be somewhat hidden, you know, the acts that we may do. And that goes along with the looting that's going on and everything. Like, there's a purpose for certain things. Some looting may be, some looting may not be. There's some people who are doing it for different reasons. I mean, I had a friend who spoke about how her friends, Black and brown people who have businesses, and those businesses have been looted and torn apart because of everything that's going on. But what's the point in doing that? What is that doing for the cause? Of course, there are some corporations, like with Target and everything. I'm sure you guys heard about that. But there are some corporations who do have the authority and ability to help with everything. Money talks, bullshit walks. But do it with purpose and educate yourself with what needs to be done to further the cause. Don't just do it just because you can. Do it because this means something. This is a cause that needs to go further than this week. I have some friends and family who have gone to the protests, and they've been wanting to, you know, be there and shed a light on what's going on. But it is important to make sure you are prepared for exactly what you might encounter while you're at the protest. And so I wrote down a few things to help make sure that you are careful and that you are moving about, understanding what may occur and how to prevent maybe some other things from happening. For one, don't protest alone. Go with people who you know. Make sure you surround yourself with people at all times, because protest is in the numbers. Numbers are important right now. So we have to make sure we're there with other people, or just being supported by other people. Another important thing that I saw was that you can bring milk to the protests a lot, or you can bring baking soda and water. 3 teaspoons to 1 8-ounce of water, I believe, will help to combat the pain and everything, the irritation with tear gas. So that's one thing that we have to make sure that we're prepared for. Another thing, bring a portable charger or something of some kind to make sure that you are ready to go. Wear a mask. I mean, we're still in a pandemic. You still have to make sure your health comes first, and that you're being careful. And also, there will be surveillance around, and you want to make sure that they don't have the ease of targeting you anywhere that your face may be seen. So a scarf, a mask, glasses, a hat, all these things will help, or even recognize you wherever else. Also, prepare for emergencies. If you happen to get caught and go to jail or anything like that, or you have to maybe scatter or anything like that, you have numbers of whoever you need to contact in terms of lawyers, bailouts, anyone you need to communicate with. If there's a rendezvous spot that you guys need to make sure you have on deck, have all this stuff ready to go, because things can move really fast, and you want to make sure you have these things available to you. If there so happens to be a snatch mob or anything like that, do not run away from the crowd that you're in. It's really important that we stick together throughout all of this, and that is a physical stick together as well when you guys are protesting. So do not retreat outward to your own place or wherever. Retreat inward and stay with the crowd. No exit strategies. Know where, if there's a rendezvous spot, like I was saying before, make sure you guys understand that is already dealt with, and that you already have the information you need. And for the last part, be prepared. some protests may be super peaceful, and others may not be. And so we need to be prepared for both. Don't go there and not be prepared for what may come. All these protests mean something. It's about organizing, and it's about mobilizing. It's about moving with purpose and making sure that our voices are heard and that we are getting things done. Do what you need to do. Be educated. Continue to educate yourself right now in this moment in time. There's so many entities, like so many parts that that we have to think about when it comes to this and trying to get what we need out of this. And that also includes big corporations. They have the authority to make things happen. If someone needs to get arrested, charged, or whatever, they will make sure that it gets done, because big corporations in this country holds a lot of power. If they don't support this Black message but benefit from us in general, they will feel the wrath of the people who need answers and who need justice. We need to incite change, and in order to incite change, things will need to get dirty. And so I say all that to say, be safe, be careful, and be prepared. Take care of yourself, and be well. Bye.